Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday, it's the 16th of August. We've got a special mod drop. Giants have been at Gamescom this week, so mods have been a little bit all over the place. I'm going to crack straight on with it. No updates today. I'm going to do a slightly different order only because I'm using this tractor to pull the next mod I'm going to look at, so we'll look at the tractor first. So, this is the Valtra S Series. This is by Pat7575. We are 15.76 megabytes download and 19 slots. So, it's a nice looking bit of kit with some nice options. Big old Valtras, the S Series, aren't they? Very nice indeed. So, this you'll find in that area. Large tractors. Just there, the S Series, 254,500 for the base model. So, we have got 280 horsepower, 310, 340, 370, 400, 420, and then we've got a 520 chip tuned, which isn't usual. Normally goes up to about that. So yeah, 520 horsepower. What does that put up there with? That's with the Fendt 1050. That goes up to 517, so we're up around that sort of territory, which is pretty cool. Like it. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vladestein, knock-in and back. I will show you on the Trelleborg because the Trelleborg has some narrows, some of the other ones don't. As I've always said, you'll find a tyre choice you like, have a look through, but it just gives you an example of the sorts of tyre choices we've got. So we've got standard, wheel weight, wide and weight, narrow twins, which I went for, rear twin, twins all round, back to standard, and there are variations within the various different tyre manufacturers. We've got reverse driving, twin track. This is cool. I'm trying to think I've seen this before. Now this affects one of the options later on where it says warning signs. At the moment we've got warning signs on. If I go down to that, we can go with or without warning signs. Why did that not take the warning signs off? That's peculiar. Okay. That's odd. Because we got with this, we got twin track, which is the reverse driving, and you can have that with extra mirrors. So if you're driving that way, you've got mirrors, and if you're driving that way, you've got mirrors as well. Quite cool. Now that replaced the warning signs, which I thought was why they weren't shown. Anyway, yeah, don't know about the warning signs, that's odd. Roof setup, standard this way, or sky view, which does that. Again, if you're running something on the back that way, and you want to be looking up and out of the cab, or you just like looking out the window, it's up to you. Then we got panorama window, so at the moment, big panorama window or second door. I went for panorama window. And then we have got interior setup. Design 1, which is a sort of light grey. Design 2 puts a sort of black interior, so if you're feeling dark and goth, you might want to go for the darker one. Warning signs, yes or no. If you're running precision farming, it gives you option for the sensors on the wing mirrors and the thing on the top as well. Like a GPS units, kind of. Main colour. Anything on that palette at all, it's entirely up to you. Then we've got option for rim colour. Again, anything on that palette, and then license plate option on there too. So, I'm wondering whether one of the options where it gives you option for the panorama window or an extra door, one of the options on this, I couldn't get anything to work. I think it was this. So that could potentially be what was causing it. Horn. Proper horn. Lights, beacons, flashing unit, very cool. Now, if we go L1, R1, L1, R1, so we've got left stick side to side, doesn't seem to do anything. Which I'm assuming if you've gone for door that side, potentially will open that door. I couldn't find anything else that seems to be adjusting. I was looking at monitors inside, I was looking at all sorts of stuff. But if we go right stick side to side, we've got that door opens and closes, right stick up and down does the rear window. Nice and straightforward. 39 mile an hour, it gets up there, so it's among those, the faster ones up there with the Fence, the Deutz and JCB fast track type speed, so 39 mile an hour, pretty good. Interior, nice and made and detailed. What I like about this as well, if you do change driving direction, so we do it now, which does that. You've got a monitor, look at the monitor to the left, turns on. So the monitor that's the front, it replicates it at the back for if you're operating the machinery this way. That's very cool, like that. And obviously, if you've gone for the wing mirror option, the mod does cover that wing mirror, but you've got the wing mirror that side. So, yeah, I just think that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. What I'm going to do, let's drive this over here. Attach that, change driving direction. And we're back on. There we go. So that is the Valtra S Series by Pat7575. So next, we're going to move on to what's on the back of this. And it's this, and this is represented, well, not representative, I've got both out actually. We've got this. This is the 8450 Windrower pack. This is by BDBSSB, 17.05 megabytes download. There are two of these, both are 21 slots, both are 20 meters. So this is a forage wagon, and the forage wagon has been adjusted with a windrower on it as well. So you can windrow whatever you're doing to 20 meters and bring it into the forage wagon. Quite handy. So there's that. But there's also a stone picker version of it. And if you go for that, you see it's got stones all over it. I'll show you them in a minute with the various different options. The options are the same on both. They're just in two different categories. Now, if you're doing harvest, like baling contracts, if you get a baling contract come up for straw, you don't have to bale it. You just have to literally get it off the ground. So using one of these, you can actually do a baling contract much quicker. There are all sorts of different ones. Trailers with loading wagons with artificial widths and stuff like that. But this actually gives you the windrower option on the front of it. So what we'll do is come down to our forage wagons, which is just there. So just there is our Pöttinger 8450 windrower, 125 grand. So we've got arm collision. Now I went one with and one without. So as far as I'm aware, what that means is with arm collision on, those arms, when they're unfolded, if you hit something, a telegraph pole or whatever it might be, a tree, it will hit something. If you turn them off, it will still operate, but you won't then get snagged up on stuff, is the plan. Billboard, yes or no, that's on the back. So if you want to be advertising en route, you can turn that on or off. It's up to you. Side material, we've got metal, we've got plastic, we've got chrome, silver, galvanised, back to metal again. Cover, yes or no. I'll say this is the same on both. I don't think there's an option for cover colour though. Capacity, we've got standard, 100,000 litre, 500,000 litre or 1,000,000 litre. So if you want to do a whole load of stuff in one go, you can. Side colour does that. Design colour, now where it says white, I think it might be the track inside. Let's turn that to blue. No, I can't see on here what has changed, which is curious. Main colour, let's go white on that. There you go, does all that. Then we've got chassis colour, which is underneath. Let's go green. There you go, does that. Frame decal, so this is on, well, you can't see it now, but let's go blue so you can see that. There you go. So the decals are on the frame. You can change the colour of those depending on what colour you've gone for your main colour. Side decals, so again, that's the one that says Pöttinger on the side. You can change the colour of that, so I'm green at the moment. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. So it works pretty much how you'd expect it to. If we unfold it, it does that. Cover, open and close. That's interesting because we've got those bits on the side. Cover kind of clips into those. That's curious. Not really actually. It looked like it did from a distance, but no, it goes round it. That's pretty cool. It's quite a sharp kind of on-off type thing. Turn it on. First I need to unfold the tool. I thought I had. Lower it. There we go. Now turn it on. So when you lower it, that lowers the pickup and the arms. It's interesting because it looks like a tedder, which it is technically. It's not. Oh, is it a windrower? I mean, it looks like a tedder, but anyway, it's doing the thing, and it will pick everything up. I've got grass just spread out here, so whatever it is you want to be picking up, away you go, and up it picks. Very cool indeed. So what we'll do now is just whiz over to the stone picker, have a look at that one as well, then we'll move on to the next mod. It's all looking pretty cool. It's been a weird week actually. Yeah, I'm not going into details, but last weekend I was away with MrSealyp, which was I wasn't intending to be. Come on, fold. And then I was, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And we travelled back on Monday, and then, like I say, with mods this week, it's been really hot here in the UK as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a weird one, and I haven't really kept up with stuff. There we go. Sound effects, that. That's pretty cool. That animation there. The stones pinging off metal. Goes at a fair pace as well, actually. Yeah, there are a few different stone pickers we've got available, but I like it, especially because you can change the capacity of this up to 1,000,000 litres as well. So I'd say the options are the same on this, and you will find this in that category. So no, we can go up now. Where are we? There we go. Stone pickers, just there. Same price, all the same options. It's just the stone picker, and the capacity options are exactly the same. Standard, and then we've got 100,000, 500,000, and 1,000,000 litre capacity. So there we go. That's the Pöttinger 8450 Windrower pack. Next we have got this making a return. We got the next two are both by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur. We've got the Trailer Scissors, 6.11 megabytes download and 8 slots, and the Trans 70, 16.79 megabytes download and 6 slots. We'll look at the Trailer Scissors for, well, actually we'll look at them both because they're both in this menu. So if we go to here, there you go, there's the Trailer Scissors, 68 grand. We've got Trelleborg and Michelin. I think it was just those two. Oh no, BKT, Vredestein. Which one of these only had two? Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein. No options within those. We've then got body vinyl, standard, or with the vinyl. You don't have to have the vinyl on there, it's a type shoe. Adds a little bit of trim accent colour which you can change. We've got national flag, we've got USA, we've got Spain, England, Brazil, Argentinian, Germany, back to standard. So if you want to represent, you can. Mud flap decal, blank, MAN, Mac, Lizard, back to standard. Capacity standard or 300,000 litre. It's one or the other, nothing in between. Main colour, does the main colour. Design colour, does the chassis underneath. Next design colour. What does that change? That's curious. Was that the no? Was that the decal? Was it? Was that a decal colour? It might be the decal colour. White. Yeah, there you go. That changed the decal colour. If you go with the decal vinyl. Next design colour does the pipe on the top. Let's go yellow. There you go. And the hydraulic rams on the side. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. This one's always been a curious one. It's interesting because way back, before we had all the unreal capacities, which are very commonplace now, I think when the Trans 70 came out, which is the next one we're going to have a look at, these were kind of big trailers. They, for the price and the size and the capacity, they were quite different. But I suppose it's become so common now, it's quite normal. Anyway, let's do that. So when we unload, we have just got the option to unload. There's no grain door, anything like that. Lights. Now unload here. The whole thing scissors up. Drags the back in towards the front. There you go, like that. It's an interesting one, isn't it, that? Then we finished unloading, we do that. Very nice indeed. The Trailer Scissors. Next we move on to Trans 70, which is just here, as I said, already also by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sur. And this one you'll find just there, 36 grand. And that was what I said before. It was a 70,000 litre. Bang. For not very much money, which back in the day was awesome. And it's still awesome. It's a good trailer. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin. There you go. This was one that only had two. Trelleborg and Michelin. There we go. And then we've got standard, wide, I think in both. Yep. Main colour. This is a bit more straightforward. Main colour does that. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. Now this one, a little bit like the Annaberger that we had a while back. We can L1 and right stick up and down. You can raise the whole thing up like that. So if you're unloading onto a train or a shed roof or whatever it is you might be unloading onto, you can raise and lower the whole back, then unload here. The good thing as well with this one, it's not you press a button and it goes from the bottom to the top. You can unload in any position. So any position you get to is a bit of a skip there. I noticed when I was raising it before. There, a little bit of a jump. But if you're not unloading, you're just unloading into something on the ground, a silo, a grate, a sell point, you can just unload there. It is a push one, so the whole back system there rolls out like that. So there you go. That's the Trans 70. Next we've got this. This is the Fliegl DHK 390 by SimulatorGAMES. This is 14.1 megabytes download, 8 slots, and is set at 48,000 litres. There's no unusual capacities or unreal capacities or anything on this. Nice looking trailer. We do have a couple of grain doors, again with the latches. I'll show you that in a minute. But this you will find under semi-trailers, just there. There it is, 55 grand. Which again, to be fair, for 48,000 litre, 55 grand, that's not a bad price really. Main colour, anything on that palette does that. Chassis colour, does the chassis underneath. Cover colour, does the cover on top. Decals colour, at the moment they're red, so you can change the decal colour if you want to. Should we change those? Should we change it? Let's go white. So there you go, so you can change the decals. Reflectors stay the same on the back. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. Again, nice and straightforward. Nothing complicated today. Next week we're going to get absolutely hammered. I can tell. So, cover, open and close. See what I'm going to do? I put these facing the direction of the sun, but I probably should have put them the other way around so you can see them a little bit better. There you go, that's a bit better. So we're in the light there. There we go. Right, lights on that one. If we go tip side, grain door. I was curious to see actually, because I didn't let it go the whole way. With grain door on, does it go to the full extent up or only part way? But it seems to be going the whole way up. All three of these today have got these huge hydraulic rams on them. Yep, goes the whole way up. Let's close that back down. That's the thing as well. When you know, we take these things for granted, but prior to FS22, I think it was, you didn't really get those sound effects. That was a big thing, that when it came out, hydraulic rams had that metallic boom sound as they went up and down, and you know, things that we've kind of got used to. If we go to back, we've got the latches open at the back. No, where am I going? Didn't mean to drive off. Unload here. There we go. Latches go. Back door swings open. It's a gravity door, so as the whole thing tips up, it stays level, as you can see on the back. And everything pours out the back. Nice, the Fliegl DHK 390. We've done the Valtra S Series, so we're going to move on to the last of the mods for today. I was quite surprised. I really was expecting more today, because we didn't get any yesterday. And because they were at Gamescom, I thought we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some Saturday, and I just thought we'd get absolutely clobbered. But anyway, over there, and we're gonna head to it in just a moment. We have got the Case IH Axial Flow Serie pack by Mac26, 57.56 megabytes download, and we got a few different items within this pack. We've got 3 different harvesters. So down here, we've got the 1400, we've got the 1600, and we've got the 2100, and then we've also got under headers. I'll just show the headers first. We've got this one here, the 1030 14 foot, the 1030 18 foot, and the 1030 20 foot. These ones are, well, 6 slots, 7 slots. That says 1 slot. Did I get the wrong one? I might have got the wrong one out. Doesn't matter. I then got the wrong header trailer for the header, but that's fine. It will all be okay. Options on these are the same. We've got design, yes or no. So yeah, that one is a 4.4 meter, 5.5 meter, or a 6.1 meter. Slot counts on these were 6, 7, and 7. We have also got a corn header in this pack, which is just there. That is 4.5 meter, 2 slots. Options on this. That's curious. 4.5. It's still saying 4.5, but that is significantly wider. It doesn't give different width. Oh, well, there you go. It does that. That's curious. Then the header trailers, we've got these. So we've got one for the 14 foot and 18 foot header, and one for the 20 foot header. Don't think we've got anything else. No, just those. And the options on these were, yeah, 14 foot and 18 foot on that, and then that one is just 20 foot. Comes as it is in this pack. So if we go back to the harvesters, because those are the ones with more options, let's have a look. Nice and cheap as well, which is pretty good. Obviously the prices will change because there's a lot of different options on these. So we start with the 1400. We've got the 1420, 4,400 litres. Then you've got the US version, which is 10,000 litre, adds that hopper on the top. We've then got the 1440, 5,110 litres, or the US version, 10,000 litres. We've got the 1460, 6,340 litres, or 10,000 litres. Horsepowers are going up as we do this. We go to the 1480, which is 6,340 litres, or 10,000 if you go for the US version. Then we go back to 1420, is it? So we've got 112 horsepower, 135 horsepower, 170 horsepower, 210 horsepower. I do like these older style ones, they're very cool. Then you've got Wilbrand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. I'll show you on the Trelleborg. Standard 2, which gives you kind of two-wheel drive type style. White tyres 2, back to standard. Rotor, yes or no, that's on the side here. So you've got that there. It's like a housing that goes round it. Short pipe, medium pipe or long pipe on this version. Middle pipe and long. There you go, that's that one, the 1400. We'll move on to the 1600. So the weird thing is the actual options are in a different order on this one. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, so we start at 145 horsepower, 1620, 4,400 litre. And then we've got different decals. So we've got that one. Then we go to the US, which goes to 10,000 litres again. Then we move on to the 3D decals on the US version, which is curious. Then we move on to this one here, which is 1640, 5,110 litres. Again, in the different decal options. Then we go to the US version, 10,000 litres, in the different decal options. Then move on to 6,340 litres, different decal options. Then the US with the 10,000 litre, different decal options. Then 1666, 6340, we did that, didn't we? That. US, 10,000. 1670, 7,380 litres. Again, you get how this is going? There we go. 1680. 1688. I think that's the one I might have gone for, actually. The US version. Then back to 1620. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. On this one, we've got standard 2, wide 2, back again, short pipe, middle pipe, long pipe, license plate. Then the bigger of them, which has a few more options, we've got the 2100. Big and even, it's only 150 grand, so it's not too bad. It starts at 6,350 litres. So 2144, or US. 2166, 6,350 litres, or 10,000 on the US version. Then we've got the 2188, 7,380 litres, or 10,000 with the extension. 2144, what are we on? 2188, 2144, 2166, 2188, yeah, that's it. Those three on there. Put the US version on. Trelleborg, Michelin, this has got some different options here. Mitas, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, we'll go back to Trelleborg, wheel setup. Standard 2, wide 2, twin wheels, twin 2, then narrow twin 2, which the other two versions didn't have. And then back to standard. Then we've got EU or US on our options, which puts a few different things here and there. Attachers, the other two came with attachers. This one you have to go for an option for with trailer hitch. Pipe, we've got standard or long on this one. No medium pipe, just standard and long. And then license plate option on yes or no. I know it seems a lot, but there you go. That's all three of them. And here's the 1688 in all its glory with the 1030 header on it. It's just a lovely looking tractor. It sounds great as well. Very, very nice bit of kit. Boxy but good. So, I said it was by Mac26, didn't I? I think I did. Yes. So, let's hop in. It's got a lovely sound to it. Horn, lights. I love that slightly yellowed light to it because it's an older version, which is cool. Beacons. Couldn't remember if there was one on the back on that. Flapper on the exhaust. I'm a big fan of a flapper. I like that. Header, if you've got one installed, you've got the option for adjustment on the header. Reel, in and out, up and down, all that good stuff. Interior, very nice. Now, what I found interesting as well was this has got quite a sound when you turn it on. Actually, let's do it does sound good. Pipe out. On the back, now enable and disable straw swath. It just is just an on-off thing. Oh, it's because I've already got sorghum in the back. Okay, it's literally when you do that, those rotors, those two silver rotors, just appear or disappear. There's no gradual adjustment or anything. It does that, which is absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. So let's turn this on. Wowzers, that's got quite a sound to it. Pretty cool though. Cool animations with all the dust coming off it, front and rear. Sort of more of a white dust to the front, more of a brown powdery dust at the back. It's nice. That wind down. It's a very, very good pack. The Case IH Axial Flow series by Mac26, and that's it for the mods for this Saturday the 16th of August. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then of course please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching.